speed actually doesn't equal this, what could I do? I could accept or I could reject. If I accept the false hypothesis, what I'm saying here is I accept this. I'm saying Gatorade does nothing. That's wrong. That is a mistake, because this is false, which means Gatorade does something, but I'm saying Gatorade does nothing. That's a mistake. If I reject it, I'm saying I reject this, which means Gatorade does something. If this is false, Gatorade does do something. I'm rejecting it. That's good. Now this arm and this arm are the two errors. And these two errors have names. I'm going to just talk about the names and then I'm stopping. Then I am stopping, folks. So if you think about it, the two errors were what? False null hypothesis, which you accept. So one error, there are two errors, right? One is false null hypothesis that you accept. The other one is true null hypothesis that you reject. So true null that you reject. This is called type 1 error. This is called type 1 error. The second error you could have is a false null hypothesis that you accept. This is called type 2 error. And in the reading, you saw that they measure something called power, which is the letter beta, is equal to, power is equal to 1 minus beta. Beta is the type 2 error. Beta is the type 2 error. Okay, I covered a lot in this video. And I want to just re-summarize what we talked about. So we had a claim. Gatorade said, if you drink our Gatorade, you will run faster. I said, I want to test this out. I said, let me make my null hypothesis. The mean speed without Gatorade is equal to the mean speed with Gatorade. Then I have my alternative hypothesis, that the speed without Gatorade is slower or less than the speed with Gatorade. Then I had to check which hypothesis was true. So I took 100 people who drank Gatorade, 100 people who didn't drink Gatorade. Found the means, 20, standard deviation. Found the mean, standard deviation. Then I graphed the no Gatorade people. And I said, if I assume their distribution, mean of 19, standard deviation of 2, what is the probability people run over 20? Because that's all the Gatorade did. It made people get to 20. The probability is 31%. That's really high. It doesn't look like Gatorade did anything. In fact, Gatorade may not have added anything. So then we got to our rules. We said there are two rules. We found our probability was 0.31. Remember, 0.31 is the probability somebody got over 20 miles an hour. We said if the probability is greater than 0.05, we fail to reject. In other words, we accept the null hypothesis. In non-math words, we said if the probability is greater than 5%, we cannot conclude that Gatorade works. We can't reject the null hypothesis. We said if the probability is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis. In words, if the probability is less than 5%, we conclude that Gatorade does work. It has a statistically significant effect on speed. And finally, we talked about the two mistakes we could make. We said if the Gatorade, no, if this is true, if Gatorade does nothing, I might reject that. I might say, well, Gatorade does something. That's a mistake. And if this is wrong, I might accept that. Excuse me, if this is wrong, I might accept that this is true. I might accept that Gatorade does nothing. That's a mistake. Each of these mistakes has a name. Type 1, type 2 error. And the absolute final thing is something I mentioned in class today. I think most people understood it. If we did not know the standard deviation here, if we did not know the standard deviation, then instead of normal, so let me write this over here, if we don't know population standard deviation, then we use the t distribution. And we'll talk more about this tomorrow. Hang in there, folks. Bear with us. This is the important part of statistics. We will get this. We will get this together. Just have to bear with us. We'll take it slow. We have plenty of time. Hope you guys watch this video, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We're going to make progress.